how do we apply the principle of I am not this body without falling into the trap of denying the human experience?
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah, because let's first identify the trap. Uh, there's nothing, I could say there's nothing more distracting to the awareness of true self than pain. And pain seems so real. And 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 it does, we can say it does no good to sit around or move around simply denying the pain. Okay, now we can say, I'm not the pain, I am love and light. Uh, but to simply deny the pain, I have found doesn't work. So what do we do? This is the inspiration for this book, Mobility for Life. Instead of fighting the pain, instead of avoiding the pain, instead of killing the pain, numbing the pain, moving around the pain, we go through it. Now, that's another thing I got from A Course in Miracles. The way is through. Uh, I'm not sure, I don't know for sure if it's in A Course in Miracles, but I've read and listened to a lot of Ken Wapnick's lectures, and Ken was very close to Helen. And at one point, I heard Ken say that Spirit or Jesus said to Helen, the way is not over, it's not around, it's not avoiding the obstacle. It's very gently and directly through. So the more willing we are to bump into and recognize and get and clearly identify the obstacle, or in this case, the pain, the more time we save and the more directly we go through. Okay, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now the same thing applies to the body. This is where I took the principles of A Course in Miracles and applied it to the yoga practice. Let's say I have a hip issue. I've got hip pain or back pain or whatever it is. What do we tend to do? We've been conditioned by the media to, cut it out or take pills or something like that. What if I find a shape? In Vita Yoga, we don't use poses, we use shapes. What if I find a shape that actually highlights the sensation? Okay, this is the beautiful thing about the practice. If I go head first into the pain, then it's outright pain, the pressure is too strong, and no healing occurs. But I've yet to meet a person where I haven't been able to put them in a shape that acknowledges the pain and allows them to be with it in a state of peace. See, another way to think about going through the pain is to befriend it. Instead of trying to get rid of it, and we know from the Course in Miracles, anything that we project or try to get rid of only increases it within. That's the law of the universe. That which you give away increases within. That's why the love of heaven continually grows. We extend the love and it just increases. So rather than project it out, we say, okay, let me meet it within. Let me shake hands with this pain in my hip. So I might sit in a shape, cross my legs like this, slowly curve forward. And now I can experience this thing. We could say it's arthritis. We could say it's a little degeneration. We could say it's some abnormality. And this is why Vita Yoga is very joint focused. So I start to curve forward, and suddenly now it's no longer pain, but a sensation that I can resonate with. So that's why in Vita Yoga, there's only one skill that you have to learn, and that's to discern the difference between pain and healing sensation. I'll talk you through all the rest. So you curve forward, If you push too hard on it, now it's painful. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Now this healing sensation is the same as gazing at a candle flame or an ocean vista or listening to the pleasant sound of music. The healing sensation and my mind are now joined, and I'm observing it.
We lost you.
Judgment.
There we go.
Yeah. I'm observing this sensation devoid of judgment. Sound familiar? See, now I'm addressing the pain from a non-judgmental awareness. And it just so happens that we have this physiology inside us. Bones and joints love compression. It's cleansing, it's restoring, it's healing, it's remodeling. And so as we continually move through the practice and source the discomfort, the same way we move through life and source the judgments and blockages to the limits on our awareness of love's presence, we're doing it in the body and the mind, and the result is more peace, more happiness, and more comfort in the body, less pain.